These two bolts at the top, do not touch them. They doesn't do anything. It's going to be quite a challenge to get down behind the plenum, because there are a couple pipes in there. One pipe is at the back and one is at the front, and they both are squeeze and pull type of connection, same as this one. Under the plenum, we have 4 on each side individual throttle bodies, and as you can see, they all on the clamps, and the last one right over there. And also, as I was mentioning, there are a clamp in there. You got to squeeze it and pull it down. We need to undo that clamp here, and also this one right here. From that perspective, we can see pretty much the same kind of stuff. Also on the driver's side, we have a muff sensor, which you got to press the pin and pull down the connector. But basically, this is my setup: a Ryobi tool, which is screwdriver, swivel socket, and 6mm. After we undone 4 of those guys, start moving plenum up and down, and don't go too crazy. You want to get from every single perspective. They all loose, so now we need to undo the line at the bottom here, which is supposed to be relatively simple, and we did it. And the toughest one is gonna be right under here. God knows how to remove that piece. We did it! I thought it's gonna be much harder. So after that, you can leave the plenum. Make sure you're not going to drop anything into the throttle bodies. Just lay it down the plenum. Make sure there's nothing going to get inside. From that perspective, let's start discovering what we have here. 8 separate throttle bodies, or the valves. Secondary air pump, which is right here. Fuel tank ventilation valve or vent valve. Also, these 2 shafts, they go to the actuating motor, the throttle body actuating motor. This is kind of one of the failure point of the M3 or S65 engine, and they usually goes for 100,000 miles. At each of the side, we have the fuel rail, which is got the wiring harness, goes into that box in there. And as you can see, there are little dents on each of them. So all of those dents, they gonna allow you to get to that little housing right here, which is we've been unscrewing to remove the plenum. From that point, what I like to do is basically tighten it up each clamp and make sure it's nice and snug, and that's going to be easy to install it afterward. Also, I'm going to be using the assembly oil. This is kind of the stuff for the plastic to just get that little bit of like less of a friction on particular area. We got to make sure that every single clamp are on this spot. Then everything's sitting the way it's supposed to be. Then we clamp in that housing, which is right behind the plenum. It's got to click, so that's going to be another challenge. Yep, it did. Indeed, it clicked. And both sides. So that is out of the way. The housing at the front right here, it's got to click. We got to make sure that everything is sitting correct way. Use your flashlight. And make sure that we are sliding on. Set. We can start tightening procedure, or you can reconnect the connector at the front. So apparently passenger side is a little harder to get to. Nice.